So there should be two genders.
Correct. Let me ask you a question. Do you think a child, when they're born, should be raised in a certain mold, or do you think that child should be able to determine what gender it is as it grows up?
I think that child should be allowed to determine what gender that they define by.
So if a child is born with an XY chromosome as a male, you shouldn't raise that as a son. You should allow that child to discover whatever it is.
Yes.
Okay, that's you and I.
They should be allowed to define themselves and define who they want to be seen as.
Okay, so do you think there's differences between men and women?
Yes. There are biological differences between men and women.
But so then what would you would say to a child that's born, you're not going to raise it as a son or as a daughter, you allow it to discover itself. So sons should be allowed to have dolls and whatever happens.
Yes. Are you saying that men should not be allowed to have Barbie dolls?
I did not say that whatsoever, but I'm saying there's certain character attributes and traits of how young men should be raised and how young ladies should be raised.
You are defining that women should be raised in one way and men should be raised in another.
Without a shadow of a doubt, yes. Men should have to restrain themselves from the physical proclivity. Men should to be gentlemen, to never use force unless absolutely necessary. Men should have to mature over a long period of time, to not indulge in their Darwinian proclivity to hurt, to harm, to hunt. And women who are more biologically likely to be nurturers and caretakers should be taught to be ladies from a young age. That's biologically consistent.
So and stay at home.
No, if women want to do something different, then that's fine. However, the data shows when men and women are presented with equitable choices, women are much more likely to. Oh, you should send that to Venezuela. I don't have that there.
Hell yeah.
When men and women around ages 6 to 18 are given the option of what kind of majors they want to study, women tend to go towards early childhood education, nursing, so on and so forth, and men tend to go towards business and finance. Men and women have biological differences.
Because of the way that they were raised.
No, that you and I completely disagree. It's because of the DNA chromosomal structure that is inherent in who they are.
Then why would you have to move it?
I'll take one.
Sorry, girl.
Wait,
Sorry.
what is the toilet?
Thanks, I need to
paper?
whip my ass.
Oh, naturally,
Where?
if that's naturally just gonna happen, why should you
Can I actually put the toilet paper on my
Well, they have a predisposition towards a certain behavioral pattern, but goodness must be taught.
Well, goodness can be taught. I mean, goodness is
Well, no, I mean, people are broken by nature. You must teach a child to stop crying, or to stop lying, or to
People
stop
are broken
manipulating.
by nature?
Yes.
So you're going by the religious aspects that would
Of original sin, yes, because data supports it. Child
So is this a
psychology.
religious thing?
No, I am an evangelical Christian if you want to ask me, but it's a purely secular argument.
Okay, but by stating the argument that people are born in sin, then that is a religious argument, and that is outside of politics, and politics and religion should be separated.
Again, so you asked, is it an original sin argument? Yes. People are predisposed towards doing bad by their nature. Why do we have to teach kids to stop crying?
What science backs that up?
Child psychology. Jordan Peterson. You laugh? Yeah, one of the most noted. He published. Yeah, he taught at Harvard. He taught at some of the top schools across the world, and now he's being ostracized because he talks that men and women are different, which is now a radical notion in our university system. Men are better at some things than women, and women are better at some things than men.
What things are men better at?
Lifting heavy objects. Women are better caretakers and nurturers. Women are more organized. Women mature earlier.
Dude, I'm a way better nurturer than my sister. I work with kids. Holy shit.
There are always exceptions to the rule, but the rule exists for a reason. So the top.
There cannot be exceptions to a rule because the rule doesn't exist.
No, that's not the case. You have the rule, which is a generally true on the aggregate, but you always have things that are outliers to the data trend. Always. So when you say that men are typically better physically positioned than physically gifted than women, that's true. I mean, you look
I'm
around.
sorry. Say that again?
That men are usually stronger physically than women, that is true. The data supports that. Are there women that are stronger than men? Of course, that's an exception to a rule. That's called an outlier to data.
How is that a naturally better thing? Like,
I'm not saying better. I'm not saying one sex or gender is better than the other. They're different.
I can see your point. I can see that men do have more testosterone.
Oh, okay,
so they are
that's what I'm
stronger.
saying. So there's differences.
Yes, but
Therefore, men are better at certain things than women, and women are better at certain things than men.
That was not